Welcome back, Halo followers. Today we have an unexpected, uplifting update for Halo Infinite. This one is pretty good because it addresses a lot of the issues that Halo Infinite's had since launch, and it's coming on November 8th with the winter update. So what's changing in the sandbox? Well, according to the feedback, 343 has found it appropriate to add small yet impactful and adjustments on primary weapons. So let's begin with the plasma pistol. The plasma pistol was underperforming, so they decided to add an increased base shot from 20 to 28, increased charge shot, as well as the charge shot guided angular velocity for multiple degrees, so it's getting a bit of a buff. So regarding the pulse carbine, it is leagues better than it was at launch, but it's still not quite there, so 343 is giving it another buff of sorts. They want it to really do well in short to mid-range combat, so looking forward to that. Maybe I might actually pick up the weapon if they do well on that. The VK78 Commando. So people said it felt loose, so to increase its effectiveness, it's going to be a buff. They've slightly increased the bullet magnetism and slightly reduced the high minimum error, and also made it just basically easier to shoot with and target. So the BR is performing a bit too well. So in the winter update, they want to raise the skill ceiling for the final kill shot, as well as reduce its range from the hip. So they went ahead and added some magnetism changes, reduced pretty much everything across the board. It's going to be a little bit harder to, dominate with the battle rifle now. We also have a frag grenade update. It was being a bit too effective, so they increased the detonation timer by 0.2 seconds to reduce kills from the grave, like last second throwing a grenade out to get a kill. And point blank, they just got rid of snap slide. I mean, this is a pretty big feature in competitive games. It's a very, very specific thing that you have to do. Actually, Shyway has a clip of basically how to do it, but this is going away with the winter update because it can kind of break the flow of the map and is effectively a physics bug that 343 just thought they would keep in, but now has become problematic. So that's gone. The Disruptor is kind of a weapon. I'll use it sometimes. So they actually increased the ammo count from 10 to 12. They also talk about future updates, in which there was one thing they said that kind of worried me, but for the most part, this looks pretty good. They talk about in the next few months that they're going to release balance updates, mouse and keyboard improvements, and bug fixes for desync issues faster than they have previously. PC has been something that we've been asking for since day one, but a plethora of cheats pop up because of this. So they talk about the red reticle on PC. Yeah, that's actually coming back, but they say if a plethora of cheats pop up because of this, they may need to reconsider their decision. They discuss networking and desync improvements, and they basically explain what everything is. That's what most of this is, but they said, with that said, we do have desync related improvements planned to land in the next few updates. So they're looking to address that. We have ghost melees, of course, being an issue. It is extremely frustrating, they say, but we're happy to say that we're testing some improvements for a few different bugs that were resulting in melee registration issues. So hopefully they can get to the bottom of that. Blank shots, we have mentioned it above, but the fake reload issue is the one reason contributing to why players could have blank shots. I experience one of these issues literally in every single game, so good God, I hope 343 can actually tackle this in the next few updates. I don't know how far and spread and few these updates will be, because we only had 2 drop pods this year, I think, so yikes, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But they say for vehicle desync, they have set their sights on crushing bugs in the space. You can expect some targeted vehicle desync improvements in the next update. Looking at all this, I feel most confident about vehicle desync. It seems like they are definitely going to be crushing that here soon. Blank shots is iffy. Ghost melees, I don't feel very good about that. But desync, the most troublesome kind, where you're teleporting all over the map, in matches, it does not bring me any confidence here. It seems like they keep pivoting to explaining why it's such a complex problem and what it is, but they're not really bringing or ringing any confidence to me as to actually fixing it and coming up with a real solution. So I don't know about that. They're also getting rid of the drop shot tactic, where you can drop a weapon, which would be faster than switching to your secondary weapon. Something you probably see a lot in ranked or matches, like competitive matches. We also have Thruster, that they are planning on adjusting this, probably nerfing it a little bit, so in 1v1 engagements that whoever has the Thruster doesn't have too much of an advantage. The Energy Sword is a bit OP on maps with tighter corners, so they'll basically be promoting trades with that more often. And then most competitors felt like there was too much power on the map for a pickup, which allowed the matches to snowball. So they are missing with the respawn, how quickly weapons respawn on competitive games in ranked arena. All the other issues aside, I think one of Halo Infinite's major issues was the sandbox, especially when people say that, you know, Halo Infinite's core gameplay is pretty good. I get that, and I've even said that a lot, but ultimately the sandbox does need an update or refresher, so I'm really looking forward to all these small changes. I think they are going to change the meta a bit, especially for pro players. Regarding the teleportation desync issue, I think 343 doesn't know how to fix that right now. At least this is how I interpret it. But regarding everything else, blank shots, ghost melees, getting shot around corners and walls and things of that nature, I think 343 actually does have some idea on how to fix that pretty soon in the next few updates, as they say. They seem a lot more confident with those things. So I'm actually going to be streaming all my Forge showcases here, and actually have a new one here pretty soon for you guys. So very excited about this. I'll catch you guys in the next one soon. Peace.